alcohols, phenols, ethers. Let's see next preparation method, that is preparation of alcohols from epoxide. If we take an example of epoxide, that is ethylene oxide, its formula is CH2CH2O. This is the cyclic ether. Its IUPAC name is epoxyethane. When treated with Grignard's reagent, general formula of Grignard's reagent is RMgX. So this reaction takes place in presence of dry ether. It gives due to this inductive effect, this carbon carry partial positive charge because this oxygen is highly electronegative, and that's why it carries partial negative charge, and the bond breaks from here, and this magnesium gets substituted to this oxygen, and this alkyl group gets substituted to this carbon. So what do we get the product? Here this alkyl group, that is R, attached to this CH2CH2, and this oxygen is bonded to MgX, that is magnesium halide group. Now this is the intermediate product, which on acid hydrolysis gives the bond breaks from here by acid hydrolysis. So in presence of dilute acid with water, it forms H3O plus, and the bond breaks from here. The H gets added to this oxygen, and OH is added to this magnesium. So what do we get the final product? R CH2CH2OH. So if you observe, the functional group of this alcohol is CH2OH, and that's why we get which type of alcohols? If CH2OH group is there, then it is primary alcohol. So primary alcohol is formed with the byproduct, that is Mg with X and OH. So from epoxide we get its primary alcohol. So more carbon containing primary alcohols are formed or prepared from the epoxy alkanes, that is cyclic ethers. If we take an example of this epoxyethane, that is next example CH2CH2O, if treated with methyl magnesium bromide, that is the Grignard's reagent. Now what happened? The bond breaks and the reaction takes place in presence of dry ether. What do we get the product? See here, this CH3 gets added to this carbon, and magnesium with the bromine gets added to this oxygen. What do we get? Intermediate product. Here CH3 CH2 CH2 with OMgBr. So this is the adduct, that is intermediate product, which on further acid hydrolysis, that is H3O plus, the bond breaks from here, and this H gets added to this oxygen, and OH is added to this magnesium. So what do we get the final product? CH3 CH2 CH2OH plus byproduct magnesium with Br and OH. So here we get primary alcohol. The name of this alcohol is N propyl alcohol. So N-propyl alcohol is formed from epoxy ethane. So epoxy ethane contain 2 carbon containing cyclic ether. When it is treated with 1 carbon containing Grignard's reagent, so total 3 carbon containing alcohol is formed, and by this method we get the corresponding only primary alcohols. So this is the most important method for the production of primary alcohols from cyclic ethers, that is epoxy compounds. Okay. Now one more method is there for the production of alcohol is this Grignard's reagent when treated with RMGX, when treated with or undergoes oxidation with oxygen. So O2, that is if we take a half molecule of oxygen, that is 1 oxygen, in presence of dry ether, we get its corresponding intermediate product, that is ROMGX. So oxygen is divalent, it is gets substituted in between this R and Mg. So we get here adduct ROMGX, which on further acid hydrolysis, that is in presence of water, it gives its corresponding alcohol. So here we get ROH with the removal of Mg, X and OH. So finally we get corresponding alcohol. Here primary alcohols are formed by this method plus byproduct Mg, X and OH. So this is also important method for the production of alcohols. One more method is there, already you studied in 11th standard, that is we can revise here, the coke, that is carbon. So coke when heated with red coke, when heated with steam of water, and we get, so here we get the mixture of this oxygen is combined with the carbon, and we get the mixture of carbon monoxide plus hydrogen gas. So carbon monoxide plus hydrogen gas, this mixture is called as a water gas, and this water gas when combined with, here 2 hydrogens are required to balance the reaction. This reaction takes place about 300 degrees Celsius under 200 atmospheric pressure, that is a high temperature and pressure required. We get only one product, that is CH3OH. So finally we get its corresponding methyl alcohol. So this is the method which is used for the production of methyl alcohol, that is wood spirit. Methyl alcohol is also called wood spirit, or one more name for this is carbinol, that is methyl alcohol, and its IUPAC name is methanol. So methanol is prepared from water gas or red coke. When heated at a high temperature, we get its corresponding wood spirit, that is carbinol, also called methyl alcohol, CH3OH. Next one more method is there for the production of alcohol is by the oxidation of methane gas. So methane, that is CH4. When CH4 undergoes oxidation, that is reaction with oxygen, here half oxygen molecule is taken to balance the reaction under high temperature and pressure, that is about 100 degrees Celsius temperature and pressure. Here we get simply we can here there is a formation of CH3 OH, means directly in one step we get its corresponding alcohol, that is CH3OH, wood spirit or carbinol, also called as a methyl alcohol. So this is also important method, that is by oxidation of methane gas under a high temperature and pressure we get the methyl alcohol. One more method is there from cane sugar, that is C12H22O11. When it undergoes fermentation, that is steam of when it is treated with water under the condition, that is a fermentation condition, invertase enzyme which convert or invertase enzyme which play a role as a catalyst. So like a catalyst, this invertase enzyme breakdown of this cane sugar is converted into glucose and fructose, glucose plus fructose. The formula for this is C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. Both are functional isomers, and in presence of zymase enzyme, further it is converted into its corresponding ethyl alcohol. So production of ethyl alcohol from the molasses we get here with the removal of carbon dioxide, we get here ethanol, that is ethyl alcohol. It is the product or byproduct of sugar factories, and which is formed from the molasses, that is molasses which contain sugar molecules, and when it is combined with water in presence of enzymes like invertase, first this sugar cane is converted into glucose and fructose, and which glucose or fructose further decomposed by this zymase enzyme, and finally we get its corresponding ethyl alcohol. So production of ethyl alcohol is the most important method from the cane sugar. So here we complete the preparation methods of alcohols from different substrates. Okay. Now next part from this chapter is preparation of phenols. So preparation of phenols. So phenols are prepared by different methods. In that first preparation method is there, phenols are prepared from chlorobenzene, that is the Dow's method. First method, that is Dow's method. In this method, the raw material or the starting material used is chlorobenzene. So chlorobenzene, when treated with sodium hydroxide, that is the base, under high temperature and pressure, that is about 623 Kelvin temperature and about 150 atmospheric pressure, what happens, see, the bond breaks from here, this chlorine is replaced by taking these 2 electrons, and the hydrogen from this is removed from this place by, and here this hydrogen H plus is removed and combined with this OH, and this we'll see in detail in mechanism part. But what happened here, this is a two-step reaction. In the first step, this chlorine is replaced by ONA. So we get, in the first step we get O minus Na plus gets substituted to this benzene ring. Sodium phenoxide is formed with the removal of HCl. Now this sodium phenoxide further treated with or acidification takes place, that is with dilute HCl, is react with dilute HCl, it gives. So this breakdown of HCl takes place by H plus and Cl minus, and this H is get substituted at the place of sodium, and finally here we get a phenol. So phenol plus byproduct, that is the NaCl. So this is the dose method, and which is in this dose method, this chlorobenzene is used as a substrate. So chlorobenzene when treated with NaOH, caustic soda, under a high temperature and pressure, that is about 623 Kelvin temperature and 150 atmospheric pressure, we get sodium phenoxide as an intermediate with the removal of HCl. Now this sodium phenoxide further undergoes reaction with dilute HCl. Finally we get here phenol. So C6H5OH, that is a phenol. So formation of phenol is there by dose method. One more method is there, its mechanism we'll see later. Now second method is there. So production of phenol or manufacture of phenol from cumene. So cumene, that is isopropyl benzene, CH3, isopropyl group 3 carbon containing alkyl group attached to the benzene ring. The name of this compound is cumene, also called isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene, it is also called secondary propyl benzene. And its IUPAC name is, what's the IUPAC name? To the second carbon phenyl group is attached, so 2-phenyl propane is its IUPAC name. So this is cumene. These are the names are given to this only one compound. This is cumene, that is isopropyl benzene or secondary propyl benzene, or it is also called 2-phenyl propane. When it is oxidized, that is reaction with oxygen in presence of cobalt naphthenate about 423 Kelvin temperature. So what we get the product, see. So under this condition oxidation takes place. So oxidation means here addition of oxygen to this carbon, in between carbon and hydrogen, and peroxide linkage is formed. How this reaction takes place we will see in the mechanism part. So this addition of oxygen to this carbon, we get the intermediate product, that is I will write here. So COOH, the addition of oxygen takes place in between this carbon and hydrogen, and this benzene ring as it is with this 2-methyl group. So this is the intermediate formed. The name of this intermediate is cumene hydroperoxide. This is cumene hydroperoxide. cumene hydroperoxide. This cumene hydroperoxide further on acidification, so further undergoes acidification, that is in presence of dilute acid HCl. The bond breaks from here and this OH gets substituted to this benzene ring, and here we get two equally important products, that is CH3COCH3, that is acetone is nothing but ketone with the main product, that is phenol. So we get here main product, that is phenol, that is OH group attached to the benzene ring, phenol plus CH3COCH3. So phenol as well as acetone both are important compounds which are produced by this method, that is the production of phenol from cumene, and this is the industrial method or commercial method for the production of phenol, because this is economical or the cheapest one. The raw material, that is the cumene, is the byproduct of petroleum industry, and after oxidation we get, see once again, this cumene, that is isopropyl benzene, when undergoes oxidation with oxygen, this oxygen is supplied from air and it undergoes oxidation in presence of cobalt naphthenate as a catalyst about 423 Kelvin temperature. It undergoes oxidation. So we get a oxidized product of cumene is nothing but cumene hydroperoxide. So here addition of oxygen takes place, peroxide linkage is formed. In peroxide linkage its oxidation number is always -1, and we'll see details in its mechanism, how this reaction takes place. So this is the cumene hydroperoxide. So cumene hydroperoxide further acidification takes place in presence of dilute HCl. It gives, the bond breaks from here and this OH is substituted to this benzene ring. We get two products, that is phenol plus acetone, and this is the most important or commercial method for the production of phenol. Now let's see the mechanism of this production of phenol by dose method. So let's see the mechanism. Here chlorobenzene as a substrate, how the reaction starts, see, when it is treated with NaOH, what happens, the hydrogen which is adjacent to this chlorine atom is more acidic, and the bond between this carbon and hydrogen breaks heterolytically, means by taking these two electrons to this carbon, this H plus is formed, and this H plus combined with the OH minus supplied by NaOH, and there is a formation of water is removed as a byproduct. So what do we get, the first step product here, this Cl as it is attached to this benzene ring, and by these two electrons on this carbon carry negative charge. Now what happened, these two electrons again shifted to this carbon in between these two carbon. At the same time, by taking these two electron, this chlorine is lived. So living group is chlorine, and which is detached from this benzene ring. So what happened? By taking these two electrons, Cl minus is removed. Now these two electrons are shifted on this carbon in between this carbon number 1 and 2. So here a triple bond is formed, and by this formation of triple bond, these two carbon complete its pentavalency, but it is impossible, and this intermediate compound is called as a benzene. Benzene is the intermediate compound which is formed in Dawes method, and which is an unstable one. So to become stable, it immediately again these two electrons are shifted on this carbon, and this carbon number 1 which carry positive charge. So by shifting this electron on this carbon, it carry negative charge, and this carbon carry positive charge. So when it comes in contact with, because here excess of NaOH is used, so this NaOH supply Na plus and OH minus. So OH minus gets substituted at this carbon, that is the carbocation, and we get here this OH containing benzene ring, OH group attached to this benzene ring containing compound with the negative charge here. So again what happens, see, in the next step, this oxygen taking these two electrons, because oxygen is more electronegative, by accepting these two electrons from this bond, it form O minus ion, and this H plus is shifted on this carbon atom by taking these two electrons. So H plus is shifted on this carbon. At the same time, this oxygen is accepting or taking these two electrons, carry negative charge. So here formation of phenoxide ion, and phenoxide ion further combine with Na plus supplied by NaOH, and it forms sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide further on acidification with HCl, this Na is removed by H plus, and by taking this H plus, here we get the phenol with the removal of NaCl as a byproduct. So in the Dawes process, if we observe the mechanism, in the first step, this chlorobenzene is treated with NaOH. In the first step, here we get, this is the P intermediate product, sodium phenoxide, and finally on acidification gives phenol. So if we observe the reaction according to Dawes process, here chlorobenzene treated with NaOH, we get sodium phenoxide, and finally we get the phenol. So this is the mechanism of this chlorobenzene according to Dawes process for the production of phenol. Now second method, that is from cumene, and how this cumene is converted into phenol, let's see. So mechanism of preparation of phenol from cumene. So cumene, that is isopropyl benzene. What happens, see, when this isopropyl benzene undergoes oxidation with dioxygen present in oxygen air, so here in presence of cobalt naphthenate, this reaction takes place. So homolytic fission of the bond takes place. This bond breaks symmetrically, means the carbon takes its own electron, hydrogen takes its own electron, and from the free radicals. At the same time, this oxygen, that is O double bond O, breaks the pi bond. Only one bond is breaks, and it is homolytic fission is takes place. This oxygen takes its own electron and form its free radical. Now by taking its own one electron, it combined with carbon, and this by taking its electron with bonded with this hydrogen, and this one bond remains as it is. So what we get, the intermediate product is CH3 as it is bonded with this benzene ring. Now here COOH, so peroxide linkage is formed, and we get, this is the intermediate product, that is cumene hydroperoxide. So oxygen linkage, that is peroxide linkage, is formed with the cumene, and there is intermediate product formed, that is the cumene hydroperoxide. Further it comes in contact with H plus, that is supplied by, in acidification this H plus is supplied, and this H plus bonded with this oxygen. By using these two electron, oxygen is bonded with this H plus, and there is a formation of H2O molecule is formed. Now what happens is, this phenyl group is shifted to this oxygen by taking its two electrons from this carbon, and at the same time this oxygen break this bond by taking these two electron, and H2 is removed as a byproduct. So what happens is, this phenyl group is shifted on this oxygen. So we get, so by shifting these two electron with the phenyl group, this carbon carries positive charge. So carbocation is formed here, CH3C plus CH3, and this phenyl group is shifted on this oxygen. So by its own electron the bond is formed with the oxygen. At the same time this water is removed as a byproduct. Now this intermediate product comes in contact with water and form the bond with water by using this pair of electron present on the oxygen with this positively charged carbocation. So we get one more intermediate, that is CH3CCH3 as it is, with oxygen bonded with this phenyl group. Now here H2 is bonded, this oxygen uses its two electron and it carry positive charge on it. Now this oxygen is become unstable by carrying positive charge because it is more electronegative, and so it accepts these two electrons bonded with hydrogen, and there is a formation of H plus ion. This H plus is removed and we get CH3 COH CH3 with O with this phenyl group. Now this is the intermediate again is converted into, what happens here, this oxygen again takes these two electrons from the hydrogen, and at the same time it forms the double bond with the carbon. At the same time this phenyl group with oxygen, this oxygen takes these two electron and form the O minus ion. At the same time this H plus combine with O minus, and finally we get, here we get CH3C double bond O CH3, that is acetone plus phenol, and here we get the final product, that is the phenol. Production of phenol as well as more important byproduct, that is acetone from cumene, and this is the most important method that is preparation of phenol from cumene, that is isopropyl benzene. We get acetone and phenol, and here we complete the second method.